What's going on, everybody? My name is Eason and welcome back to another video. And today we're getting into topic 4.3 for AP Comparative Government and Politics, which is political parties. Now, 4.4, the next video, is going to cover these political parties more individually. We're going to definitely cover some of them in this video, just not as in-depth as the next one will be. Today, we're just going to go over what these political party systems look like in our countries. So, political parties are organized people whose goals are to gain political influence over a country, and this is often done by winning elections in the legislative and, of course, the executive branch. China has rules that allow only one political party, the Communist Party of China, to control governing power to maintain the value of centralism and order, while they do allow 8 other parties to exist to broaden discussion and consultation. Now, why do they allow these 8 parties? To show that they tolerate other parties and viewpoints and create false illusions and perceptions that China is a multi-party state and not really dominated by, one party. But you and me know better because we are both in AP Comparative Government. Rules ensure that one-party dominance in Russia include increasing party registration requirements, allowing only legally registered parties to run for office, using selective court decisions to disqualify candidates, limiting the ability of political opposition to present their viewpoints in the media, increasing threshold rules to limit party access to the ballot, and in limiting gubernatorial elections. Russia has one-party dominant system, where more than one party is allowed to run for office, unlike in China. But really only one party has influence, United Russia, which isn't really an ideology, and can kind of mold in a way to appeal to all voters, and will continue to dominate all levels of government as long as Putin is in power. Now, rules that facilitate Mexico's transition away from one-party dominance includes eliminating El Dadazo, I hope I pronounced that right, where the president used to pick their successor. They've also privatized state-owned corporations to decrease patronage. They've also decentralized and reduced one-party power at the subnational level and established and strengthened the National Electoral Institute, the IFE, which is an autonomous public organization responsible for organizing federal elections inside of Mexico. Now, what party dominance have we seen? Well, from 1929 to 2000, the Industrial Revolutionary Party, the PRI, won the presidential elections in Mexico, but it has had some political turnovers in the 90s with losing voters because of the 1994 economic crisis for Mexico, and of being a symbol of electoral fraud and corruption, not really showing democratic characteristics. The rest of the National Action Party, the PAN, made way for another party to win the election in the year 2000. However, it's not dominated by this party, as PRR has won presidential elections since then, and both parties share seats in the legislative branch. Nigeria's multi-party system includes 30 registered political parties with 2 strong parties, the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Congress of Nigeria. And a third party having a degree of electoral success has existed. Since military rule, democratization has really allowed political parties to develop in Nigeria, which doesn't really exist in Iran because of its theocratic status. The United Kingdom's party system features competition primarily between 2 major parties, the Conservative and Labour parties, which control the legislative and executive branch, with first-past-the post-election rules favoring the major parties. But minor parties with regional representation are also able to win some legislative representation. Some legislators, such as the United Kingdom's House of Commons, are highly organized by political parties, with voting based on strict party discipline that influences policy making. Prime ministers in the United Kingdom are based off as parliament voting, and those with majority political party are going to select a prime minister with that same political party. Now, let's talk about catch-all political parties, and these can earn support from groups with different characteristics and viewpoints, and they attract people with different ideologies. Now, back to United Russia, we talked about this earlier, this is considered a catch-all party because of its pragmatic approach, allowing it to gain the support of viewers from the left and right side of the political spectrum. Now, like United Russia, catch-all parties often lead to one-party dominant systems. And that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Please go check out the next video, which is going to go into a little bit more depth with these political parties. Please like and subscribe. It's free. It really does help me out. And the link in the description down below, yes, that link, is some AP Comparative Government practice materials with MCQs and FRQs and all that fun stuff. So go check that out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.